couple on Instagram. She's a brat like me. I mean, she's a brat. Not like me. She's mad because he looks too handsome.
So good. Why are you wearing that shirt?
She's
I want you to
complimenting.
have a
He's
closet
like,
full of
he
clothes.
looks good with a hat on. He's a hat guy.
Get out of your way. 75% of what's in my closet will only get worn when I'm around you, which means I can wear it one day out of the week.
2 days. You were used to look nice for me.
No, I don't want to look down, dress on my weekends too.
2? So you're saying that your job is more important than me?
No, I'm saying they pay me and force me to do it.
I don't think it's paid.
Well, maybe you should.
Then I won't wear makeup on 3 days either.
How what?
On the weekends.
Do that for you.
I'll only wear it on the weekdays.
I told you right when we did, you don't. Don't try to use an argument you haven't got through yet.
Okay?
Or you haven't got through yet.
I like when you wear nice clothes when I'm around. When I'm around.
I work from home like 2 or 3 days a week wearing this clothes.
Yeah, so when you wear it outside of work, it makes me mad. Or you wear it to work, it makes me mad.
I couldn't have a closet full of clothes when 75% of them I can't ever wear. Or I barely wear.
I'm going to be saying fucking buy this for you. You're going to wear it to me. I want it. Huh?
I just gave up my way.
Yeah, you gave up because I want it.
You ready if I wear it? All right, flat pull downs. What we're going to start with 70 pounds on the cable machine. Kind of warm up going. All right, thanks for joining this morning. Today's session is going to be a pulling session. We're going to start with the cable machine here. We're going to do cable pull downs, lap pull downs. Starting on 70 pounds just to warm up. Appreciate you jumping on. Hit the like button while you're here. Be sure to subscribe. Trying to get to 500 by the end of March. As of this morning, we're at 440, so we're getting closer, but not quite there. All right, 15 reps, warm up. We'll hit another 15 on that 70, and then we'll bump up to what the last week's working weight was, which was 100 pounds. That's one pull exercise I got to be a little careful with. Broke my neck 4 months ago. Had surgery. I'm in a kind of a rehab recovery stage with my neck. So I got to be really careful with the pulling exercises I do. So right now, working weight's going to be 100. 70 is going to be the warm up. And then we got Jessica. Says hi, brother. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. We got Irma's. Yeah, I'm not saying that right. I'm trying. How are you? Says hello, my friend. Good to see you guys on. I appreciate it. Glad to have you on the live. If y'all didn't hit the like button when you jumped in, be sure you do that. And if you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. We are 60 subscribers away from hitting our 500 subscriber goal by the end of March. I think we might get it. Might be a little close, but I think we might get it. Thank you guys. I'm going to do one more warm-up set, and then we'll actually get after it with the working weight. Irma says quality workout today. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, 15 on that second warm-up, 70 pounds on the cable machine. Now we'll move on to a working weight of 100. Got a couple comments here. Let's read through them real quick. Jessica says, doing good, bro. What about you? Not doing too bad. Yesterday was an interesting live. We had a couple people jump on, just trolling, just randomly. Usually I get about one every couple weeks, but I got 2 in the same live yesterday. What was interesting is called him out and never heard another peep from him. Anthony says, I feel amazing. Good to hear that, Anthony. And Irma says, where are you from? From Fort Worth, Texas, which is about an hour away from Dallas. Maybe more like 30, 45 minutes. Here in Texas, it is 5:19 in the morning. Got a little bit of rain outside. We had a storm that came through last night. Where are you from? Well, you guys reply back. I'm going to go ahead and hit another set. Be sure y'all hit the like button while you're in. And subscribe if you haven't yet. Got 16 reps on 100 pounds lat pull downs cable machine. And typically I'd bump up weight if I'm able to get that many reps. However, with the amount of tension that puts near the injury spot on my spine, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather be on the safe side, do more reps and heavier weight while I'm still in this recovery phase. And Irma says, am I saying it right? Hermes? Is it Irma? Hermes? Hermes? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. You said you're from Italy. Oh, wow. I think you might be the first genuine Italian from Italy that we've had on. Welcome. What time is it over there in Italy right now? So here in about less than a week, we're going to be doing some lives from somewhere other than Texas. More to come. Stay tuned. Keep you posted. You guys keep checking out the channel, and we may be doing some lives from somewhere other than our home state of Texas here. All right, let's go ahead and do another set. Hermes, you got to let me know what time it is where you're at, what the weather looks like over there. 11:22 a.m. Okay, just barely the afternoon. That's lunchtime if you ask me. That's a big debate between the wife and I. She says lunchtime is not until what, noon? I think lunch starts at 11. That's my favorite. Too late to be breakfast. Early enough to be lunch for sure.
Brunch.
Lunch? Brunch is like 10 o'clock.
10 to 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
You can look it up, but they're probably wrong. You also still believe in bunch bunnies.
I believe it's like that. But the bug comes with a bug.
I guess it's a beetle bunny. It's not half of the car.
Yeah. Brunch is generally served on weekends between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. or 11 to 3.
That's what it says. Huh?
I don't know.
All right. 15 reps on the cable machine, lat pull downs. Got 100 pounds on that machine. We got about 3 more sets of this, so we're just getting started. Hermes says, having quality pasta to gain more. Currently 297 pounds, 300 soon. Oh, wow. My goodness. Are you a power lifter, Hermes? I can see your profile picture, sort of. It's really small though. It looks like you got a jacked forearm or a jacked bicep. Let's see if I can blow it up here. No, I can't tell. You look like you're a big dude. You definitely got some poundage on me. I'm 240. 240 is the heaviest I've ever been. Which is kind of interesting because I'm 240 after my injury. For a long time I stuck at 230, 235 max. Ah, Hermes, arm wrestler, nice. I was a professional wrestler for quite some time. I don't think I've ever had a friend that was an arm wrestler, so nice to have you. I don't know if you subscribed yet. If you haven't subscribed, it'll shoot me over a notification that you're a new subscriber. I'll check out your channel too, just in case. Screenshot this so I can check it later. I'm curious to see your page. All right, another set. Guy's an arm wrestler. It's cool. Yeah, they have competition for that stuff. That's serious. interesting version.
Yeah.
All right, 15. The last two I cranked out kind of fast, not as slow and controlled as I'd like. And then, yeah, interesting arm wrestling story. So years ago, it's been probably 15, 20 years now, I bought a new truck at a used car dealership. And the guys were commenting on how big my arms are. Probably not as big as yours, Hermes, but decent size. And after I'd bought it, one of the guys in the garage said if I could beat him in arm wrestling, give me a free tank of gas. So I got a free tank of gas. That's my biggest arm wrestling victory, is a free tank of gas. Probably not as interesting as some of the stories you've got. And then we've got Billy the Dude. It says WTF, Hermes. Looks like he's waving at you. So guys, if you're on and you haven't hit the like button yet, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. We're trying to get to 500 before the end of March. As of this morning, we're at 440, which means we got 60 more to go and about 2/3 of the month left. And then Hermes says, I believe in cardio. God, I hate cardio. The one good thing about breaking my neck and being in recovery is I've been able to use that at first as an excuse not to have to do cardio. But you kind of have to now. Probably should. All right, let me get another set in.
That video was silly.
What's that one?
Yeah, I like the song though.
I didn't really notice the video.
The dude basically caught her. She's seen another guy, but the guy had forced himself on her. She was trying to push him off, and he had just missed the part where she pushed him off.
It's like a Romeo and Juliet
Yeah,
type
he
thing?
just like ran away angry instead of talking to her, or instead of confronting the guy, he just ran away. And then she goes out to try to get him, and of course he had just left.
For 14. One short of my other 2 reps. And then Ryden, aka HBO, says week goal. You can get to 5 million before the end of March. You just have to believe. Man, that'd be nice. 5 million, excuse me. I want to get more than that for sure. The goal for the end of the year is 1,000, but based on how much we've been adding to the channel, we need to really revise that goal. Good to see you on here, HBO. Hermes says, bro, you look huge, man. Thank you, appreciate it. You know, believe it or not, this is the weaker, broken version of myself. I've got some work to do after my injury. My right side is atrophied as a result of my surgery and the nerve damage and everything. It's kind of hard to tell now, directly looking on, but this pec is smaller if I turn this way. You can tell this one's definitely more full, more sizable. This is like a little baby pec. And you can't really tell my arms, but this arm is about 1 inch smaller than this one. I'm working at putting those back together. But, like I said, I think most people can't tell unless you're really looking hard, but obviously you said I look huge, so thank you. I appreciate you noticing. Hermes, let's see. Gasparini? Gasparini. My wife took Italian, so she thinks she's an expert how to say your name. Hermes Gasparini. Gasparini. Hermes Gasparini. Billy the Dude says, what is Hermes doing here? He should train. Uh-oh. Hermes, I take it you and Billy know each other. Looks like he's calling you out, man. All right, 14, got it, 14 reps. That's our 5th and final working set, lat pull downs. So now we're gonna move on. I'm gonna try to target the lower traps now, which trying to target the specific part of the trap is always a little challenging, but I'm gonna try to work on it using the cable face pulls here on the cable machine. I'm really trying to focus on pulling that a little higher and focusing on squeezing the bottom portion of my trap. So let me get this set up and going. If you guys haven't hit the like button, definitely do that. Helps feed more people to the channel. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Help us get to 500 by the end of March. And feel free to drop a comment here in the chat and we can talk about whatever you want as soon as I'm done here. All right. Billy the Dude says Ermy's back pressure is very insane. He's 6'3". Me and Ermy's are the same height. Actually, I'm more like 6'2" now. I've shrunk over the years doing all this weight training. He's definitely got more size on me, that's for sure. And Ermy says, love the background music, my friend. Yeah, so this is kind of accidental, Ermy's. We're trying to find music that YouTube wouldn't block. Anything that's not already copyrighted, trademarked. And so we found that we could do covers. So covers is what we're using. And I really dig this. If you would have tuned in about 2 months ago, we had some like AI jazz cover music versions going. Very strange, but helped keep a nice slow tempo, even though it was not necessarily your traditional gym music. All right, let me get into these cable face pulls. I'm gonna try to pull a little higher. Feel the bottom of the trap pull. Try to work the bottom of that muscle. Remember, it's quality music. Yeah, I really like what we got going right now.
That's so cool.
So,
Yeah. That's it, that's the favorite part.
yeah. All right, 15 reps, 40 pounds on the cable machine, doing the cable face pulls, kind of in an upward position, really trying to squeeze the lower trap. Got my wife in the background saying, complimenting my back muscles. Says it's the favorite part of me. It's interesting, I didn't intentionally grow the back like I did. It's kind of accidental. Like most guys, I started lifting weights many years ago and focused on just the mirror muscles, aka just the muscles you can see standing in front of the mirror. The back was not an intentional one, and as I became more of a comprehensive lifter, started noticing that I've got some good genetics and good back development already. So really targeted on that. And then we got our Ermy saying, very good. It's time for me to train. I get it, man. Go train. I really do appreciate you jumping in, keeping the comments going in the chat. That definitely helps me out. Appreciate you hitting the like button, and if you subscribe, thank you for doing that. It was good to have you on here. I love the positive feedback. You know, there's not enough of that in this world, so I love seeing it on here. Appreciate it. If there's anything I can do to help your channel, I'd love to. I'll go check it out and subscribe too. So take care, man. And Billy says, Hermes, please, Bull Vitali and leave in 2026, please. John says, is the wife washing clothes? It does sound like a washing machine. No, not this time. She's back there doing her own thing, doing some cardio. Though she does wash the clothes. You know, we got married, it's been 5 years now. That was one of the deals. And she's like, I will wash your laundry forever. You never have to touch another piece of laundry again. So far, she's held to that. And because of that, she's still around. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, let me get another set in.
Starting to believe Billy and Ernie were lying.
Say again?
Kind of starting to do that Billy and Ernie were lying.
Oh, yeah, they definitely. We're still talking?
No, Billy's saying now that Ernie's the world champion.
Is he really?
No, I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No,
I'll believe it.
they're just messing around. They're probably like,
His picture looks like,
12-year-old boys.
his picture looks like he's got some jacked arms.
No, it's fake. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Billy says, how did Hermes become 4-time world champion and multi-time European champion? I'm jealous of him, to be honest. All right, so Billy, Hermes, my wife's not buying it. She doesn't believe this is accurate. Believes you guys are, what is it called, catfishing? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
She believes we're being catfished. You guys have to send us some information. You got to help validate. I need her to be wrong. I need to believe in you guys. All right. If you're on, you had to hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Help us get to 500 by the end of March. Currently at 4:30 as of this morning, which means if we're going to get to our goal before the end of the month, we need probably somewhere around 2 to 3 subscribers each day. I might get there just barely based on the averages of what we see every day coming in. But I'd really rather not screech in, so help us out. Billy's sending us some flags.
Flags.
Huh?
It says flags.
Flags?
You.
It is, that's what it is.
I know. It's a flag.
Is that the Italian flag?
No.
What is it? It's the Italian flag.
It's like the same as Mexican colors. Green, red, white.
Oh yeah, this every possible shot. That's She's not gonna be able to stop though. All right, 15 reps. We got the little one up now, which means the kids are gonna start stirring. And I'm gonna have to start wrapping up so I can get one of them to school, get to physical therapy, then go to work. About to start getting on with real life. Definitely no booty shorts. All right. There, I got it. Thanks. All right, let's go set number 4. You can close it. All right, 15 reps again. Billy says best exercise for pronation. Yeah, it really is. All right, so we're gonna stop there now because I'm running out of time. I had 3 more that I wanted to do today, and I'm not gonna be able to do them all. But I at least want to hit the side delts. So let me adjust some weight and some handles here on the cable machine, and then I'll get to some cable out raises. While I'm doing that, you guys be sure to hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button already. Be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Help me get to 500 by the end of March. Got, 440, I got 60 more to go. All right, here we go. We are going to cable lat raises. Probably the last exercise we have time for this morning. We do one side at a time. Now Victory says, good morning, man. Hey, man. Good to see you on again. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the live. Victor, hit that like button while you're on. You said, did I wrestle in high school? I did for 1 year, and then I stopped. I was really small in high school. In fact, the only person big enough to wrestle in my weight class was the one female on the team. I didn't start growing until after high school. But yeah, I wrestled in high school, and then after high school I started doing pro wrestling. I did that for a number of years. Well, let me get started. Side delts, 15 on each side. Doing cable lat raises, 10 pounds on the machine. Got Victory says, yeah, I know you did pro wrestling. Yeah, I think you had me, well, we talked about that once before and I showed you some of the display I've got here in the gym. We've got a few more comments coming through. We got one from John says, can you quiet a bit with that machine? Not bad. Should look at getting one. Huh? Quiet?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Quiet. Quiet? Oh, you can do quite a bit with the machine. I thought you were saying quiet. I misread it. I thought you were saying my wife's being too loud on the treadmill. So you can do quite a bit with this machine. Yeah, you know, I really love this cable machine. It's not really a high quality, expensive one. I used to have some cables that I built myself in the gym. Obviously weren't cutting it. And so I bought this one and it's been great. I'd like to kind of step up and get an upgraded one at some point. But I like it. Victory says you look significantly bigger than you did a couple weeks ago. Hey, that's good news. Yeah, that's something that, what'd you say? Oh, that's what wife was saying. That's it's something that's hard for me to notice because I see myself all the time. So I appreciate that, Victory. Thank you. I'll get another set real quick. Got another 15 on each side. John says you got to be like 245, would be my guess. Going in? Yeah. Love you. See you in a minute. John, you're close. I'm actually 240. Well, as of last weigh-in. So you know what? Tell you what. I got to wait a minute between these sets. Let's just see. I got the handy dandy scale here. We'll see what I'm at. We'll see if your guess is right. Hadn't weighed myself in a couple weeks now. That's a 238. You're close, John. 238. Last time I weighed myself a couple weeks ago, it was 240. So actually I've lost a couple pounds. We got Victory says, aren't you just getting back into it after injury? Yep. So I basically, for the first 2 to 3 months after the injury, could only lift very light weights. It was like 5 pounds for the first month and then up to 15 pounds for the second and third. Got with a PT who really kind of understands the way the muscles work in the body and athletes and things like that. And so he's got me to where I can lift heavier. I still have some restrictions, like I gotta be careful with pull-ups, gotta be careful with overhead presses. I can't put on way too much load. So yeah, so I'm really getting into it. I'm now starting to lift real weight again. So hopefully it starts stacking on, but I still gotta be careful with some things. Victory says, oh, John says nice. Yeah, you're close, you're real close. Victory says, so you have the muscle memory thing working for you. You might have lost some weight, but your body composition is changing. Thanks, Victory, I appreciate it. I do have the muscle memory. The one frustrating part is I have a lot of nerve damage on this right side, which basically turned off the muscle in my pec and turned off the muscle in my tricep. And so my muscle memory is not nearly as strong there. It's kind of like when I'm targeting the right pec or the right tricep, it reminds me of when I started working out at like the age of 12, where you lift but you can't really feel anything contract. It's kind of how that side feels. It's coming back slowly, but not nearly as strong yet. So hopefully, Victory, as I get more of that connection, the mind-muscle connection back, I'll start to see even more impacts, more changes. John says, do you take creatine or you think that's a waste of money? I'll tell you what, let me finish this set and then I'll comment on that. All right, so we got 15 reps on each side again. That is our third set, I believe. Yeah, third set. Let me write this down. I'll respond to this creatine question, and then I'll keep going. So, John, do I think creatine's a waste of money? No, I don't. So when I say I don't think it's a waste of money necessarily. I do take creatine. I've been taking it for several years now. The difference in your body is so marginal that it's hard to say if that's the thing that made the difference. But, you know, I have seen a difference and people take notice when I started taking the creatine. And so it's really cheap. It's not expensive. And so I take it and just think, you know, what the heck? We'll try it and see if it does anything. It's not like I'm, you know, spending tons of money on that supplement, not sure if it works. It's so minimal that, you know, I feel like it's worth a shot. If you go onto my channel and you look at my long form videos, there's actually a video there. I think it's about a 10-minute video. It shows kind of my supplement combination of what I take. And typically what I do whenever I take a supplement is I don't take a bunch of new ones at one time. I'll kind of cycle in one new supplement, see if I notice any changes. And if I don't, then I kick it out and then I cycle in a new one, or I don't cycle in a new one because I feel like what's working is effective. So go ahead and watch that video. It'll show you what I'm currently taking, which has shown me the best results. I don't really take any protein powders anymore. I have a homemade protein that I make. There's also a video on that. And that's been the thing that I feel like has been super effective. The one good thing about the injury, and I say good, is the injuries caused me to have to slow down and focus on the science behind the muscle. And it's also had me to where I really had to focus on my diet a lot better so that I don't just completely lose everything and get out of shape while I was recovering in those really early stages of recovery. So I feel like my nutrition and my supplement game is stronger than it's ever been. Feel free to go check those videos out and see if they help you too. And Victory says, yeah, we talked about that. My left tricep is atrophied too. Yeah, I remember us talking about that now. I don't remember though, Victory, how much smaller is your left tricep than right? Like most people's left side is marginally smaller than their right because they're typically right-handed. But I'm curious, what's the size difference? Let me hit another set. we got 15 reps. And we're running out of time, unfortunately. I've got to get some kids, I got to get a kid in school. I got to go to physical therapy. I got to go to work. And tomorrow we're going to be taking a trip somewhere. Say tomorrow, excuse me. Starting next week, we're going to be taking a trip somewhere. So I got a lot of work to catch up on to make sure that while I'm gone for a week, everything's squared away and nothing's dropped. And I don't get colds a lot of my PTO. I want to keep that from happening. So I got to get off here earlier than I really would like to. I'd like to do a little bit more and talk to you guys a little more, but you know, grown up life calls. John says, you must go to bed early to wake up so early. Typically I head to bed around 9, start to fall asleep around, I don't know, 9:45, 10 o'clock. And then yeah, I get up at 4:15 in the morning. It was tough for a long time. The trick though is just to not ever use the snooze button. As soon as that alarm goes off, you just sit up and you go. And typically I brew a cup of black coffee, and that's usually enough to make it happen. After the first 15 minutes of the workout, you know, I'm usually feeling pretty good. It's the habit, the routine, that discipline is certainly what helps and makes that a little easier. But if you're someone that hits the snooze button, likes to sleep in a lot, it will definitely make that a challenge. So yeah, John says 7 hours pretty good. Yeah, 6 or 7 hours is kind of, you know, what my aim is as far as sleep is concerned. That's worked out for me. Probably should get more sleep, especially as I'm getting older and especially with me needing to have extra time to recover, but old habits die hard. But that's it, guys. That's all I've got time for. I have to go. Hit the like button if you didn't already. Please subscribe if you haven't. Again, trying to get to 500 before the end of March. We're at 440 as of this morning. I appreciate all the comment, all the support. We didn't get any trolls today. Sometimes we get trolls on here, and I get to have fun with them, but not today. So it is what it is. Check out the live replay that I'll post here in just a little bit. John says stay frosty. See ya. See you guys. Take care.